I'm Cookie, and I'm your mind body coach for today. And today we're going to do another restorative yoga video. These poses are designed a little bit to help with sciatica, especially since we're sitting for the majority of our day. And I'm going to be using just one chair to start with, but at the end, the last pose, I'm going to be using a second chair. Now, when we do the pose, I'm going to show you how you can do it without. It really depends on if you have anything going on with your eyes where you can't be inverted, and so we'll talk about that a little bit more when we get there. So, having said all that, the only other thing I'm going to use perhaps is a blanket. You could use a blanket, a beach towel, anything that you want, and you would be using this if you've got lower back indications. We're going to take some of the pressure off the hamstring, so I will show you that as we go. So, what I want you to do is go ahead and just come down onto your back, and I want you to lay both legs up and over the chair, and I'm just going to have you kind of open and center before we get started. So, I'm going to come down onto my back. I'm just going to place both feet up on this chair. Make sure that I'm evenly transferred across my lower back. My arms are going to come down. I'm going to work my shoulder blades on the back and then just turn the palms open. And I'm just going to focus on my breath. Relaxing your eyes, your eyebrow area. Relaxing your mouth and your jawline. And I want you to set your intention for this 20-minute practice. It can be just to let go, to release tension. And the goal as we move through these poses is just to relax the body in the positions and let gravity kind of work on you a little bit and stay very connected with your breath. So let's do 3 more full breaths here, trying to relax the legs, relaxing your abdominal area, your lower back. And I always go back to my facial muscles because those are the ones that sometimes all of a sudden I'll notice that I'm gripping with my teeth or using my eyes or squinting, and then I kind of have to evaluate what's going on with the pose that I'm in. Is it not comfortable? Am I allowing my mind to wander? What is it? And then go back and try to relax that area again. Okay, let's do one more breath here. Nice. So this very first pose, very similar to what we're doing now, but we're going to have one leg extended, one's going to stay up on the chair. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my left foot off the chair, and I'm going to kind of lift up and move myself a little to the left because I'm going to extend my leg on the outside of my chairs. Now you all can have the legs directly under the chairs, but you have to have the flexibility to be able to get up, pull that leg out and switch, and you may have that. I've got knee indications, so my legs just don't go that way. So for me, I'm shifting from side to side to make the transitions a little more relaxed so that I don't have to sit up and shift around because we don't want to have to fuss too much. So here we are, we've got left leg extended, my right leg's in the chair, and we want this right leg at 90 degrees at the knee, 90 degrees at the hip. We want the back of this left thigh to press down to the ground. Now, having said that, if this really bothers your lower back, what I want you to do is take that blanket and you're going to slide it underneath your knee so that your knee is propped a little bit. That's going to take some of the pressure off your lower back and your hamstring. So from that position, I'm going to move it out so you can see. I'm moving the back of my thigh down. I want you to flex your foot just for a second and imagine you're reaching towards the wall in front of you with your heel. I'm taking the leg that's on the chair and I'm pressing my calf down, and I want to shift and make sure I'm very even across my lower back. And now I'm going to relax everything. I'm going to take the arms up in the air, and I'm going to go ahead and let the arms open right out so that my elbow and my shoulder are in the same line. And then I'm going to let the arms open up. So this is cactus arms. And what we're doing is we're opening up the chest a little bit here. Okay, now, having said that, 2 things. You may want a pillow under your head if that's more comfortable. If this is too much for your chest, You could bring the arms down a little bit, or you can just bring the arms more out to the side or all the way in. I want you to choose what works for you. Okay? So I'm here in this cactus position, and we're just focusing on the breath. Relaxing your eyes, your eyebrow area. Relaxing your mouth and your jawline. Notice if there's a tightness in your chest and your arm because of this position. Feel where that is, but then just let it go, let it happen as long as it's not very uncomfortable. Just breathe into it. Now ultimately you would stay here for maybe 2 to 3 minutes, and then you would switch to the other side. But for the purpose of this video, I just want to kind of take you through these poses so you get to feel what this is like and see what the transition would be like. So we're going to do 4 more breaths here. And I want you to think about the leg that's on the floor, just really relax and allow gravity to move the back of that thigh down into the floor. And then the leg that's up in the chair, just relax that foot, relax the knee and the hip. Good, I want you to do 1 more breath here. Now we're going to move the arms first. I'm going to take a breath in as I start to lift my forearms off the ground. And then I'm going to bring my arms in by my side. Now I'm going to start to bring that leg that's on the floor, bending that knee and bringing that leg up. And I'm going to take a moment here. I'm going to press into the ground with my feet. I'm going to shift over to the right a little bit as I switch my legs. And you may have to shift a little more. So now my right leg's extended. Again, you could use your blanket underneath that knee. I want to make sure that my leg that's on the chair is 90-90. Leg that's on the floor, the back of the thigh goes all the way down. My lower back feels okay. So we did the cactus arms, but for this one, what I'd like to do is turn the palms up and work your shoulder blades more underneath your body and just bring the arms by your side. And then again, flex the right foot that's on the ground, reach out of that heel, press down with the calf of the leg that's on the chair, get grounded in your sacrum, and then relax a little bit. And just focus on your breath again, breathing in through the nose, moving out through the nose. Relax again. Start from your eyes, your eyebrow area, relaxing your mouth and your jawline. Relaxing your upper chest area, your arms, your hands, even your fingers should be relaxed. I'm trying to let go of that abdominal wall, lower back. Relaxing the front and the back of my thighs, my shins, my feet, even my toes are relaxed. Observe any sounds that you hear around you, the sounds of life. Acknowledge those sounds. And then bring your mind back into your body. Observe any areas where you might feel a little tension, a little tightness, and then just let it go. We're going to do 2 more breaths here. So this next pose is designed for the sciatica to relieve and just open. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and bring both of the legs back up onto the chair. So I've got my left foot on the chair. I'm just going to bring my right leg bending and bringing it up on the chair. And I'm going to shift so I'm back in the center of my mat, reestablish my pelvis, and I'm going to keep my right foot where it is. I'm going to take my left ankle and I'm going to cross it over my right knee. So you can see my leg already rotates in, what indicates probably I've got some tight hip flexors. So I'm going to take my left hand inside my left knee and gently press it out a little bit, not extremely. And now I'm going to slide the heel of my palm down into this crease. My elbow is on the ground, my shoulder is away from my ear, and it's almost like you're propping up your leg. So there's a little bit of pressure pushing out, but not a lot. I want you to reach your right arm up in the air, big breath in, and with an exhale, reach it over the top of your head. Now, very gently, I'm going to push my left leg open as I reach with my right arm away, big breath in, and now I'm going to relax everything. And I'm just going to focus on my breath. Try to relax the foot of the leg that's crossed. So I have my left leg crossed over my right. I'm relaxing that foot. I've got that right arm over my head. I'm relaxed there as well. Now, if having this right arm over your head does not feel good, too much on your shoulder, you're going to bring it back down by your side with that palm up. Okay, so you can absolutely go there. Not a problem. The reason I have your arm reached here is because what we're doing here is we're stretching this entire area of the body across, and now we're opening up this hip at the same time. And if that does not feel good, don't go there. Also, if this is too much on your wrist here, you can just relax that arm, bring it down, so you can have one arm up, one arm down, or you can have both arms right here. Okay, you're still going to get a gentle opening here of this hip. So if it's too much with this wrist down here, you can go ahead and either slide the hand up a little bit or take the hand away. Okay? Good, and let's take one more breath here. And now we're going to switch. So my left leg's going to come back to the chair. My right ankle crosses over my left. This is my tight knee, so I'm going to open, slide my hand down, relax my shoulder on this right side, make a decision about my left hand. I can stay with that arm right here. I can try to reach it overhead and see how that feels. And then I'm going to relax everything. And you're just breathing here. That right foot that's crossed over your left is relaxed. The leg that's in the chair is relaxed. Relax your eyes, your eyebrow area, your mouth, and your jawline. Remember, if the arm overhead is too much, bring it down by your side. Not a problem. And 2 more breaths here. And what I'm trying to think about is as I relax more and more, I want to feel very connected with my mat. I want to feel like I'm almost kind of absorbing my body into the floor. It's becoming more and more dense as I'm just relaxed. So we're going to go into a very, very gentle rotational twist. So I'm going to go ahead and relax that right arm that's on my thigh. And I'm going to uncross and put both legs back in the chair. I'm going to take my left leg and I'm going to cross it over my right like a lady sits. And I'm just going to let that leg, the shin aspect or your calf and the lower leg, just let it go wherever it wants. Okay, it's not a big deal. But I am connected in the groin. I'm feeling this inner groin connection. So I have my left crossed over. I'm going to reach up with my right hand on the outside of this left knee. And I'm just going to gently let gravity kind of help me hook on and just relax here. I'm going to go ahead and take this left arm up, and I'm going to reach diagonally out. And I'm just going to let my head rotate to the left as well. And I'm just here. And I'm not pushing, I'm just letting this hand hook around And I'm just letting everything relax here. It's a very, very gentle twist. And I'm just breathing here. And just let that left leg go wherever it wants to go. Relaxing again your eyes, your eyebrow area. Relaxing your mouth and your jawline. Good, let's do 3 more full breaths here. One more breath. Beautiful. So I'm going to go ahead and release my right hand, and I'm going to slowly bring that left leg back to the chair. My head comes back to center. And now I'm going to take my right leg, cross it over, and again, let that lower leg just go wherever it goes. Just don't try to control it. But I'm focused on this inner groin connection. My left hand is going to come across to the outside of my right boot, and I'm just going to kind of hook on here, relaxing everything. My left arm reaches up, diagonally out, and I'm going to turn my head now towards that right side and just relax everything. Just keep that breath going. Relax, become more connected with your mat. Gently feeling the areas of your body slowly open and respond. Let's do 3 more breaths here. And 2 more. Keep relaxing in your breath. All of the facial muscles relaxed. Your feet, your toes, your fingers, everything is relaxed. And then very gently, you're going to release that left arm. And bring those legs back to the chair. So what we're going to do is we're going to be coming up and we're going to get that second chair. We're going to finish up with a forward fold pose. And that pose is going to kind of, it's still a relaxing pose, but it's going to kind of help you regenerate the energy back into the brain and kind of get ready and geared up for the next part of your day. So I'm going to slowly bring my bring my legs off the chair and roll onto my side. I want you to hang out here just for a couple seconds, get your bearings, because we've had our legs elevated, we've had a lot of blood flow kind of coming down to our lower body, so I don't want anybody to kind of get dizzy. And I'm going to slowly sit up. So if you've got a lot of allergy stuff going on and you've been laying down and you go to get up really fast, you do need to be aware of that because sometimes that can make you feel a little dizzy. So just take your time getting up. So now I'm going to go ahead and grab that other chair right here. And this pose is designed to kind of get you kind of geared up. Also, this is a great lower back stretch. It's kind of like a seated child's pose, kind of. I'm going to use this blanket here just to give this chair a little more padding. I'm going to come forward in the chair that I'm sitting on, and my legs are going to come into a small straddle. Excuse me. We're looking for this 90-degree bend at the hip. From here, I'm just going to lean forward and I'm going to bring my hands onto this chair, and I already can see that I need to slide this chair back, so I'm going to wiggle this chair back a little bit. So the goal is my forehead wants to be able to come to the front part of this chair, right here. So from this position, I am feeling my ribs are connecting in with my inner thigh, which is fine. I can bring my hands to the floor, if that works. I can bring them to the tops of my feet, or I could leave them up here. So whatever works for you, I want you to do it. You want to have your forehead right here where your third eye is on the chair. You're wanting the tailbone slightly out towards the back, and then just letting this part of your rib cage connect. And I'm going to bring my hands here so that I've got my hands and feet connected. I'm going to relax. I feel like this chair needs to move back a little bit. So now that feels better. So sometimes you kind of have to morph around when you get in this pose. Now this is option one. If you've got issues, you've got cataracts, you're on medications that don't allow you to be inverted, you've got any type of eye issues, you may want to stay here. If you don't, or if you've got allergies and being upside down just doesn't feel good, you may want to stay here. If you don't have any of those issues, you can take the chair out and completely let your body just release. You could, if you had yoga blocks, stack your blocks up so that, again, your head is connected. So you're just going to see what feels good, okay? Either chair or no chair. I'm going to relax this head and just let it go. And I'm just trying to let go with my shoulders, let go with everything. I feel the intense stretch in my lower back, but also in my hip flexors. I'm really feeling this in my inner thigh. So you could also start with the chair for maybe 10 breaths or so, a minute. And then you could wean off the chair and see how that feels. Try to relax your eyes, your eyebrow area, relaxing your mouth and your jawline. Just let go. Let gravity work here. Let go of the head. Let's do 4 more breaths here. Now to come out of this, again, you've been inverted, so you need to be very mindful. What I'm going to do is start with my head. I'm going to actually look down at the ground with my eyes and kind of stop right there, kind of focus on the floor, on the mat. Now I'm going to kind of extend my arms straight, and again, I'm going to stop right there for a minute or two. Well, not a minute or two, maybe a couple seconds. And now slowly start to walk up your shins. And I'm going to walk my hands up to the tops of my knees and kind of slowly start to bring myself up. I'm going to walk my feet in. And then draw back from the abdominal as I sit up really tall. Bring the hands into the heart space and bow your head. I reach out to the divinity that resides within you. We bow our heads to our hearts because our hearts are the place of true peace, compassion, and love, and each of us is in that space. We are truly one. It's been my pleasure to be with you all. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Namaste. Thank you.